Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Pt.14. I'm here once again today with this freaking character, with Lee as well.
We got a new party with us. You know, when did computer games start breaking the fourth wall, telling you to save your game because you might want to change your mind?
Well, I mean, Undertale does that a bit.
I've never played Undertale, so
True. Yeah, you wouldn't know. But I mean, okay, in other games though, they'll be like, press X to do this, and it's like, what?
Yeah, but that's blatantly telling you. But this was going on like a normal conversation with your character.
Oh yeah, exactly. And she's just like, oh yeah, by the way, just on the side, just don't forget to save your game. Just, I'm looking at her like, Monica, you okay? Like, you said load me at the bottom of this, and now you're telling me save the game?
Yeah, and if you were in a virtual reality and you didn't know it, you'd be thinking she's weird as fuck. Because you'd think it was normal reality, and when someone tells you to save your game, you'd be like, what?
You're weird. I'm sorry, like, no offense, but you're freaking me out, man. Right. Is this tip even about writing? Oh, don't play the freaking like I didn't know I said that kind of thing. I don't want to hear it. Freaking, you know what you said. What am I even talking about? Ha 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 ha. Bullshit. Bullshit. Ha ha ha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Alright, Yuri's the next one. But she has a deep voice, so it's not too bad. Alrighty.
Let's see what you've written for today. ... Well done, Tonko.
Well done, Tonko. You made me shit my pants.
Holy
I shit my
shit.
pants.
Holy shit.
I just shit my pants.
Holy shit.
Remember that up there? Wait, what? Do you remember that commercial though? I just shit my pants.
I actually don't.
You don't? Oh my gosh, that's like the greatest commercial. I'll show it to you after this.
Yeah. Well done, Tonko. Your skills are already improving.
And your voice is changing.
I don't care.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
That's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow idols. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring.
Especially like how I am with my wrist. I just break it all willy-nilly. It's like, yeah, exactly, like, something's wrong here.
Metaphors can go a long way. I'm not going back to 5th grade ELA class. Hell no. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning on a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader into your... is she going into 4th wall too?
No.
This feels like it.
She's just talking about, like, she's to see into your mind. Like, it's one way to enable your reader to see into your mind. Yeah, I see what you're thinking of. Superman, am I right?
No, I'm not thinking of Superman. You pulled out, starts playing. You're thinking of Superman, right? No, you're thinking of Superman, right? Yeah,
Right.
I'm thinking of Superman.
Right?
Points it right at your face. Right? You're like, yeah. And then friggin'...
Superman comes in, breaks your hand, and kicks you in the nuts, and you go flying to the roof. There's a video with a Superman, like some dude dressed up as Superman. He just runs up to this dude and just full freaking rears back with his foot and kicks the guy in the crotch. There's a shockwave, like a visible shockwave, and the guy flies into outer space and explodes.
I need to see that too.
Yeah, that's another good video too.
It's very intimate exercise.
Yeah, how Superman kicked that man in the nuts? Yeah, very intimate. I see. I don't want to see. That hurts me physically just looking at that. That's certainly an interesting technique. The way he rears back so gracefully with his foot and curves it towards the guy's nutsack.
And he's doing it at 90 miles an hour. With the force
Like a
of
car
10,000
crash in slow motion. I can see your nuts flying through your windshield. Anyways. You're gonna love these. Never mind.
The skin comes right off.
Yep, exactly. Thanks for sharing. Oh my god.
I have, well, an example of what I'd like to read it.
I have an example of a Superman kicking somebody in the nuts. Would you like to read about it? Oh, sure. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary humor. Yeah, that's what that is. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon, increments?
Yeah.
Its phase, and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. And perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish the cutting knife, the raccoon shows me an excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pedovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
You feel yourself again, okay.
Alrighty then.
Damn, that was dark. Yeah, it goes from feeding a raccoon, and then it just went real dark, especially with your sound effects.
Oh yeah, of course. That's why I always, expression. That's what a poem's about.
I was, once you started talking about the knife, I was expecting her to start cutting the raccoon up.
Yeah. You're not alone.
Especially as dark as Yuri is.
Yeah, she's a mysterious one, isn't she? Anyways.
Final boss of the game. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
Whoa. Her voice. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Probably killing a raccoon.
That's right. That's right.
You're like, this voice kills me.
It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and to conveying emotions through them.
Yeah. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me indulging in my more unusual hobbies. It's these sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I am sometimes enjoying writing about them.
That's funny.
Huh?
Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have a lot in common. Have that in common, sorry.
Well, that's very, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would have make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Never mind, I'm having a bad time. My throat's dying.
Oh, just make sure to take a drink if you need it.
I don't have anything to drink. Oh, please don't tell her I said that.
Yeah?
Go ahead. That's gonna hurt my voice too. Ah, please don't tell her I said that.
Take a drink if you need it, my boy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, thank you for sharing it with me.
That voice is going to kill you.
After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would have probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener.
Okay, everyone, let's ignore that. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come and sit to the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we have to really do something for the festival?
Oh shit.
It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embracing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
Yeah, that's a concern of mine as well. I really don't do well with last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sierra has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great now. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing!
Oh, Monica!
Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sierra's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Whoa.
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I did sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
Oh, sorry.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that!
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But! I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put in a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and smashing your face on tables! And having fun!
That's right! Holy shit. And it's those reasons we're on this club today. Yeah, smashing faces on tables. Don't you have to share that with others? To inspire them to smash their face into walls too? Same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do! I know we all do! And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
She's out of retries.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get over it. Alright.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I really don't have a choice.
That's everyone. Whoa.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to get to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
Monica! This is too sudden!
And just like the ending of this episode, it's all too sudden. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you fancy. And me and Lee will see you in the next episode.
That's
Take
a
care,
very
everybody.
sudden stop.
Okay, and then we're done.